Hello! Today, I have an NKFL match to play versus Toffe. Let's take a look at these decks here. This one has Grim Reminder, Lord Invidious, double Effervescent Principle with UG, bunch of mutants with a Tirado, Heist Knight. Okay, double Eddy, Mimic Gel, cool. Double Tribute Imperial Forge, triple Imprinted Murmook. Make your keys cost 3. That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the lineup of this person that is absolutely confident they're going to lose to me. So I gotta, stay true to that. Make sure it happens. Arise with Ember Imp. That's annoying. I got a 10 disruption score there. Scary stuff. Gateway to Dis, Lights Out, balanced removal there, I suppose. Maybe I could use something else to go with the gateway. 15, 17. The Poltergeist, Whispering Reliquary, and Tentacus. Huh. That could be up there on the ban list. Just get rid of those high disruption decks. Gateway, Grim Reminder. Lots of Grim Reminders. This one has a double Infernus, however. Whoa, triple Cyberclone? That is amazing. With some Niffles, Dark Harbinger, double Reclaimed by Nature. Cool, cool. Yeah, this is really sweet. That's Bulwarks. Gateway to Dis, Mark of Dis. Geez, just bring in the Dis heat. You're not playing around. Punky Q, Savage Clash, Reclaimed by Nature. You're full of artifact control, full of board wipes. You got Disruption. It looks like a very solid lineup to me. Obsidian Forge, EE. Still no capture steal stuff in the Saurian. Double Kirby Encounter Suit. Wow, this looks fun too. Well, so I told them they'll be fine, so I hope they don't disappoint me. My decks, what am I gonna beat them with? Oh, my bans. I think one thing my deck could be kinda weak in is spot removal. Sultan R. Emptical has good stuff, but if they're constantly replaying Ember Imps and Shaffles, I will need to use my board wipes. This one has a lot of stuff going on. This one also looks pretty annoying. They could have a monstrous board that could be difficult to get through. Maybe Babbage could be banned. I think I'm going to start with Strategist Hill, though. I'll ban that one. They got Lorimer. I would think I would protect either Exmoor or Fotu. Usually I go with Fotu because I like the creature control a little bit more in that one. I could also ban that Bulwarks. This also has good creature control. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe I don't want my creatures to be purged. This, they could play the Ultra Gravitron twice. So they saved Ephemeral Darkness. Oh, I was thinking about banning that one. Ooh, tricky. So I think maybe I would go for that Bulwarks because Punctuated Equilibrium to break up my handcrafting can be disruptive. And this has double Infernus and Mark of Dis and Gateway. So let's go with this one. I'm leaving them both Babbage and Renara, though. Should I respect the sass? I'm trying to fight through these with Fotu and Sultan, I suppose. And I think, yeah, Fotu and Sultan, I guess, can handle these. So let's ban this one. I hope this works. So it looks like I went with banning their high creature control, high disruption decks, and I will attempt to power through them with Fotu and Sultan, assuming they ban Exmoor. Well, they do get Exmoor. So to start with, let's see, could N. Perez play into these decks? The Effervescent Principles could be trouble. The Eddies here, the Scaling Amber Control could be trouble, so I don't think so. I think Ed Perez is out. So I have Fotu, the Noble, and Sultan that I'm trying to order into their decks well. Creature control is good against all of their decks. So I could try to go with Sultan first. And then Fotu. This would be good into Fotu, I think. I think I'll play Sultan first and see if they play Ephemeral to open up the field for Fotu. They're playing Metal Dodger. So they do play one of their Saurian decks. I think that could be good for me. Let's see how this goes. They are ready. Whoa! This. I suppose I will keep it. What do I play first, though? I don't really need to play any of these cards first. Oh, I'll play Shadow of Dis first. That's a good starter. So if they play their Star Alliance creatures, then they won't be able to do anything before I destroy them. Oh, no, they will be able to steal it. Wait. Oh, they archived it. They archived Kincan. Oh. Okay. Oh, I discard EE? Oh, that's crazy. I'll play the Gleeful and hold the Implosion. Oh. They're kind of new. Harbinger. Play my Untamed and make the Pismire very big. And then I hope to Grim Reminder this stuff later. Do they have answers to the Key Frog? No bounce. Golden Spiral. Axiom. Everything's gone. My plans are unchanged so far. Draw. And I must do that before playing Nell because Particle Sweep would damage it. I don't want that. And I have one creature out to reap with my Ghost Hawk. No tributes in this deck. Woohoo! I draw cards! Let's go, Nell! I forged. In this case, I don't want them to have their Kirby. So this is what I saved the Implosion for. They're going to be forging, and I can't stop that this turn. So the steal, well, it might not matter, but they could forge and gain more Amber, right? So that's totally not out of the question. So I think I will Stirring Grave. No, I will do Armory Officer Nell. The reason being, I don't think I need the Pismire my next turn when I go Untamed. It's more likely that I'm going to go Untamed, just play this stuff, and then draw into more Star Alliance, including like my Stunner. And then I have the Transporter platform that can let me draw more cards. So I did draw the Secura Droid. Orb of Invidious. Drekker is stunned. Well, with this I steal 1, 2, 3. Now it's the same as Commune overall because I have 1 already. So I want to get the Amber control in, and I don't need to fight with any of these things. That's why I reaped with it first. Upgrades? Ooh, with the Stunner! The Stunner and the Secura Droid. So that means we get to draw 4 with the Nell? There's still Hadron, Collision, Secura Droid, Kirby, Tank Survey. There's still some Star Alliance stuff in there. So they're playing Obsidian Forge. We love Obsidian Forge here. Oh, they took out my Key Frog. No key cheating. I will play Nell. Play the Stunner first, I think. Nope, okay. I was hoping to draw Tink right there, I think. Let's see. What does this get us? I have about a 1/3 shot of drawing a Star Alliance card. Well, if I draw twice, I can still draw twice. So I think I will try to draw twice and get another Star Alliance card. But this time I could put the taunt on the Ghost Hawk. Tink. Cool. That's an extra bonus. Do I still play the Stunner on... I think I would put it on Nell still because it's behind the taunt. Stun the Edoram. That can take stuff out real easily. No Kirby. That would have gone great with the Infernus here. I have a Resurgence. I could also get back Pismire and Ghost Hawk. Now with Ghost Hawk, I'm only gaining 1 because they got rid of the Nell. No stealing because of Odawak. 2 Savage Clashes still in the draw. A Savage Clash would be nice real soon. Oh, I'm not forging because of the Reader Gallum. Uh-oh. And I can't control their board in any of my houses right now, can I? Star Alliance, can't go Star Alliance. I have a Ghost Hawk, but that can't take out any dinos. Oh, I discard Infernus at random. Crud. I think I do go Untamed here to get Pismire and Ghost Hawk, reap twice, play my cards, and then draw into the Savage Clash. They stole from me with Kincan. I draw 1 Untamed card, the Savage Clash. 1 of 2 Untamed cards in the draw. Oh, okay. I'm scared. I hope they don't destroy my Untamed creatures, because then I would actually be able to reap with some stuff before blowing up the board. But they have to know a Savage Clash is coming, so they are incentivized somewhat to destroy my Untamed creatures. If they reap, they go up to 9, though. It's a lot. Luckily, they don't have a Ludo or anything. They do have an Imperial Scutum. Where's the Scutum? There's a Scutum somewhere. They're going to get it right now, right? And they put it on Dendrix. Ah, jeez. At least I get some Amber out of this, right? Discarding the Infernus off of Dendrix there was so good for them, because now I don't have my Amber control. I think I have to go Untamed. This is actually kind of bad. At least I can capture 2 with the Kirby. Everyone, reap now! I have a bunch of Amber. That's a plus. Do they have a key cheat? The Obsidian Forge, right? I have an Obsidian Forge too. Can I key cheat? So I'm forging, hopefully for 6. Now I'd have 8 left over. So I would have Gloriana's Attendant, Dark Minion, and Lyco Fiend. Lyco Fiend would steal 1, and then I would forge. So if they don't control my Amber, I think I have exactly enough. Oh no, a Frayne! That ruins everything. Oh, this is bad. They're about to Obsidian Forge. Okay, so I have 7. I would forge for 12 minus 3, and I'm stealing 1. So I would go to 8. So I'm 1 off. And I don't think there's a way of getting an extra Amber. So I'm playing both of these creatures. I don't think damaging their stuff matters. Hadron Collision can't destroy anything, but I could do 3 damage here in case that's relevant when the Drekker or Dark Minion is destroyed. Oh, here we go. It was relevant. Okay. So now it's harder for them to Obsidian Forge. So I have 8 Amber, 1 creature in hand, and another bonus Amber. So I could go to 9, reap twice to go to 11. I steal 1, go to 12. Ooh, a Reader Gallum. So I need to be at +3. So I'm forging at +9. And rock grubs? Uh-oh. That doesn't work. Oh, what? Oh, okay, they just did it. Dang, okay. Battle of the Obsidian Forges. And I lost. So now they have one Saurian deck left. So do I want to play Fotu now? Nature's Call. That messes with their Saurians. And they're going with Ephemeral Darkness. Oh, actually this is like really good into Fotu, isn't it? Because of the Guilty Hearts and the Harvest Time. Ah, crud. I think I just walked into a terrible matchup. Good job. Do I hold this? I have a Primus Unguis and an Imperial Scutum. Seems kind of decent. I could put a Ghost Form on it. I want minimum Amber on the board, I think. So I'm actually going to start with the Sanitation Engineer here. And then I'll go into Saurian, play these 3 things. No Amber to capture, but whatever. I don't think their Drekkers are going to be a problem. Ah, okay. Well, that's not a thing anymore. Mimicry is great for saving for the perfect time. Interdimensional Graft, I need to pressure their Amber. Otherwise, they can run away with the game if they get something going. I don't think I want to pull the Archives soon. So I could put the Ghost Form on the Engineer. Whoa, Spartosaur. Oh yeah, I should have waited to play the Ghost Form after the Wild Wormholes because I think it's better to wait for other targets for that. But I can shoot the Cyberclone off. It's like, is that even good? Oh no! Oh, it's actually 5 power. My bad. Get away to this. Uh-oh. Now I feel more punished for not waiting for after the Wild Wormholes for the Ghost Form. I would have much rather had my Spartosaur. So going into Logos, I can save both the Interdimensional Graft and the Mimicry for a better time. Dark Harbinger. So they're playing how many actions? They have a Rapid Evolution. They discarded Reclaimed by Nature, giving up a Reap in order to keep their Autoencoder Animator combo. Ooh, I could Mimicry their Reclaimed by Nature to purge their Autoencoder. I think I should do that. So I will take the Archive. I don't need to bounce their Infernus, so I can bounce my Mab-the-Mad. Their Niflqueen and Dark Harbinger. And then I will Mimicry, playing the Reclaimed by Nature to purge the Autoencoder. Can I forge for 5? That would be sweet. Oh, Effervescent Principle. Darn. Well, you can purge Odoak. Oh, they purge Imprinted Murmook. So the Cyberclone is elusive. Odoak's going to Reap. I'm going to ward my Ludo. No, wait. I was going to ward the Odoak. There's no Amber to distribute. And I'm on check again. Ooh, Shriek's in the second Tri-Syrian Legionary. Cool. Grim Reminder. Oh. Oh, they did something stupid when I was gone? Awesome. Maybe they meant to get rid of their Infernus there so that I could Grim Reminder it. I could see that being the case. I can take out Infernus and Drekker. I'll do that with the Tribune Pompitus. It'll take 2 damage, but I'm not really interested in exalting my creatures too much this game. So I'll just use the armor here. And now I have this Shrix, and I'm not getting to check now. And they have so many ways of destroying my stuff that I'm just not going to risk it. So I'm just going to ward my Shrix and hold off for a turn. I will try to not reward them for being able to destroy my Saurian board, because I know they can. Mark of Dis not being able to hit Daughter and Mab the Mad is actually pretty great for me. Then now things are looking a lot better for me, I think, because I'll have a turn to reap with all my Saurian creatures. Still don't need the archive, although the ghost form could be good on... Oh, opposition research. Oh, whoops. So that means I should... I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't even want them to be able to replay their Cyberclone somehow. Okay, so I definitely should have gone Logos there. Huge rip. Now I can't reap with Shrix. That's annoying. Not all is lost. I can reap this turn. I'm not going to destroy their Brabble for them. I could fight with the Tribune Pompitus and exalt it so I could ward it with the Ancient Power. Elusive to get rid of the Enrage. So I'll just get my ward now, I guess. They blanked a turn, but the Saurians charge forward. This is the end game. If this line of Saurians doesn't win it, then that's it. So if we can't reap with the Saurians, just pass turn. Enraging the Pompitus? Infernus too? Uh-oh. You're not going to take me off check and then destroy my board, are you? Hey, you know, Harvest Time. I was scared of that card, but I mean, if they purged dinosaurs here, I would gain a bunch of amber. Guilty Hearts only takes out the ward on Tribune Pompitus. Guilty Hearts is gone. Oh. I think I should let them forge their first key. I think I just need to keep getting as much amber as possible. And it's okay if they purge the Golden Spiral. Oh, a Dark Harbinger. Can they answer with a burst of amber? Yeah. Niffles. I think I fight Dark Harbinger with the Pompitus. That could work, and it survives. I don't think I exalt it. I think I will exalt Shrix in case of a Effervescent Principle, but that is gone. So their options are very limited here. The other Infernus is gone. One Cyberclone is left. I never got a Amberon to Odoac, so they can still steal. 3-1. Hooray! The Noble. Okie dokie. Shadow of Disc could mess with my Crass. This is a pretty decent start because it has the Brent, I think. I really want Harbinger of Doom in my starter. I think I could work with this. Play a Shadow of Disc, huh? Ah, no. Lord of Invidious. That could be an issue with the Brent the Fanatic. Yeah, I think I just discard the Brent the Fanatic. Because I can enrage Lord Invidious. Well, if I enrage it, and Brent the Fanatic is my only creature, then they can't reap to do it. So I could figure out another way to destroy the Brent. I just don't want for them to be able to capture the Brent eventually. Because I could not finish with you it, and just try to do that later, after the Invidious is gone. Because Lord Invidious is pretty scary. Discarding a Grim Reminder. Ooh, I like that. So Lord Invidious can't survive a fight against the Thero Centurion. They don't have a Mark of Dis, which is nice. I might like to keep their Thief count low, so the Heist Knight is not as good. Now here, Trust No One. They don't have enough Amber. I could take Lucky Dice or Dominator Bauble. And I could... See, here's a time where I could discard the Ronnie, because I don't want to hold one of these cards, but Ronnie could be in the discard for the Not Finished With You and Exhumes. So I think I will discard it this time. Steal with Trust No One. Nothing to capture with Skeleton Key. So I have Crass Exile, but they have like no Amber. So they have a bunch of draw bonuses. Just a Cronus. They only have 2 draw enhances in their deck. Going Dis. Okay, Festering Touch. I can do 3 damage to Invidious. And if I do 1 to Boss Zarek, the hit and run can finish it off later. I think I probably should just fight the Cronus. Unless they have both draw bonuses. No, they're early in the deck, so I don't think may not have hit their draw bonuses yet. Oh, they did the Lucky Dice, so they can't take damage. Okay, gotcha. So I have Harbinger. I could wipe the board here with Obsidian Forge. And my Ronnie is in the discard, so I can exhume it. They played It's Coming, but do they have the entire Ultra Gravitron? They do. Okay. I think then Harbinger of Doom would be a good play here. Wow, 7 cards in the archives. Or do I hold the... Ooh, maybe what I do is Obsidian Forge, blow everything up, and hold the Exhume so that I can deal with their follow-up board as well. I mean, I do have another Exhume. I have an Exhume, an Axiom, Exhume and an Axiom coming up. Right, so I just reap with stuff. Binding Irons. And I'm going to hold the Exhume. So if they play another board, I'm just going to wipe it again. No! No! And I also have the Crass Exile, and they're at 5 Amber. So I wonder if I can catch them with that? Maybe I won't. I guess they would have to stop me from forging for that to work, so maybe I kind of blew my Crass Exile combo, I guess. Because I don't have a creature to tribute onto either. Whoa, they do take me off. Whoa, but Pandemonium too? Oh, wow. So with 2 in my pool and 6 in theirs, there's not enough for me to crass. So I do need to go dis. So I can follow through with the Harbinger thing, or I can exhume Ronnie wrist clocks. I could exhume Brent the Fanatic, actually. Steal 3. So now I'm on check again, actually. I think I will shuffle the Harbinger of Doom back in. I want that. Okay, I'll do Ronnie. Oh, and I draw the Ronnie. Wow. So I could steal with it twice. And then maybe that could take them off check long enough for people to build up Amber again, and then I can crass exile. One issue is I can't Senator Shrix exile. That doesn't work. I have to Odoak or have something else. Oh, I drew the Ronnie and the Harbinger? That's kind of funny. I drew both cards that I shuffled in. Ooh, they took their archives. What? They get Effervescent Principle? A hand of 9, huh? And 3 in the archives already? Because of Causal Loop and QMEX? I don't think I need to wipe the board yet. But if I steal with Ronnie and they don't take me off check, then I would forge and they would only have 3, and then I have the same problem with Saurian. I could go Harbinger and blow their stuff up, get 5, maybe lose my combo. I'm going to do the Harbinger play. Oh, they purged tributes. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So now if I forge, I'll have some Amber left to catch up. This is getting tricky. Whoa, they discard Odoak the Patrician at random. Wow, my hand is getting attacked. And I'm surviving. Survived 2 hand attacks, I think. Although the Odoak would have been really useful there. I guess I do have a fair amount of capturing, which is kind of annoying with the Axiom. But they took the Amber off of their creature. So I think I'm going to Ronnie. Crass Exile doesn't work yet. And I get the Nexus because I don't want them using that stuff. Do I Skeleton Key? I don't think so. Well, I could actually, yes, I do. I do want a Skeleton Key because when I go Saurian, I can library it into my pool. They mugged it back. Bow. And still no Heist Knight. Heist Knight is going to be really good, I think, actually. Please don't gain another Amber so I can take you off check. Well, I guess with the Skeleton Key. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. 9 Amber. That's just enough. Just enough for me to capture it all, I think. Yeah, I do think that's the plan. And then there won't be Amber for them to steal with the... They reshuffled, so they actually have the Heist Knight. So whatever I put into my pool now, they're just going to steal. But if I Golden Spiral the Crass, it does put an extra Amber onto it, and I'm going to fight one of their creatures. So that helps a little bit, I guess. If I library, then they could steal 1 more from me. But this way they can steal a max of 2. Now I think I do Shadows. It gets through more cards. Do I play too much to protect for the Amber? I think I do. Now I have the Exhume, so I can Exhume Harbinger of Doom. They reshuffled, so they have their 2 Effervescent Principles live again. So if I do blow up the Crassosaurus, then they could delete a lot of that Amber. But I think I would still end up ahead. 5 in the archives again. Harbinger of Doom. I Dominator Bauble first, because I can Reap with a Vinda to destroy their Bone Knithing and make them discard half of Ultra Gravitron. Ouch. And now I could Obsidian Forge and forge a key. So I think actually what I'll do is sack all 3 of these, forge a key, and I would still have enough left over for my 3rd key, and I still get my disc creatures out for a follow-up turn. Yeah, forging a key is good. They're feeling the bind. Oh, effervescent principle. So it was a good idea to key cheat there, I think. So I think I locked them into Logos with Snag, and then Reap with my other 2 creatures. Then I assume they would be forced to play Effervescent Principle again. And I can purge one of their cards. So I'll purge Waking Nightmare. If they can't destroy the QMEX, then I can lock them into Logos again. Now they might be thinking, because like, do they have a... Oh. I have a terrifying lineup of decks. A steep hill. Got victory! I'm gonna go 3-0. Whew, so it was scary there at the beginning. They got a win over me. But the Fotu dinosaur army was able to establish a big board and start reaping to victory. And then the noble was able to put on the stranglehold. Rawr! That was a 2-1. So that means I'm at 6 wins and 3 losses. Good start.